Morning everyone, today I'd like to talk to you about employment contracts and employee handbooks. I know, fascinating, right? Are they really necessary? Well, that depends whether you're asking if they're legally required or what your individual business needs. From a legally required point of view, you are expected to issue your employees with a statement of terms and conditions within 2 months of them joining your business. Under the government's Good Work Plan, that could come down to from day one, sometime next year. We're not sure if that will happen or not yet, but a contract exists whether you have it in writing or not. Certain statutory rights still apply. So it just makes sense to set out how you want those rights to work for your individual employees in a written document from the start. It also sets the tone for your employment relationship. It shows that you're a serious employer in a way that not having any documentation doesn't really. So contracts, yes, absolutely they are required. When it comes to employee handbooks, that really is going to vary from one business to the next. There's absolutely no need to have a handbook that looks like an encyclopedia. The absolute minimum I would recommend for anyone who is employing staff would be to have a discipline policy and a grievance policy. That means you're complying with the ACAS Code of Conduct. They also tend to be the areas where issues will crop up in an employment relationship. So you're not saying to your people, I don't think you're going to perform, or I think you're going to be unhappy here. You're just saying, look, if either of us have an issue we want to talk about, this is how we're going to manage it. And your policies, just like your contract, can be written in jargon-free English that is easy for everybody to understand and doesn't frighten people. GDPR hasn't gone away, so in addition to discipline and grievance, I would always recommend a privacy policy, and once you've got more than 5 people, you need to have something setting out your approach to health and safety as well. Beyond that, it is going to be really up to you as to what works for your business and what's suitable. The analogy I always use is other investments you would make in your business. Employing somebody is probably the biggest investment you will ever make. If you bought an expensive piece of equipment for your business and it didn't work properly, you would go back to the user manual, you would look at the warranty, you would try and figure out why it wasn't working, you would get it back working again. You wouldn't just sort of shove it in a corner and hope that it fixed itself. Lots of employee issues get ignored for a long time because people aren't sure how to deal with them, they don't know what to do, so they're just kind of, business owners put it to one side and don't know what to do about it. Having an employment handbook in place gives you something and your team something to refer back to say, this is how we're going to try and manage our relationship, this is how we're going to manage our situation. It's also a great way to demonstrate your values and your culture and your tone of voice. What you're probably thinking as well, why do I need you to help me with that? You can find free templates for pretty much any document you might want to include in an employee handbook online, or you can find a free contract template online as well. The risk with that is you don't know if it's up to date, you don't know if it's legally correct, and it's not going to reflect the style and personality of your business in the same way as a tailored document would. I've seen clients who've had employment handbooks that they've got from friends where there's been references to American employment law, which obviously doesn't apply in the UK. If you want something that is actually tailored to your business, and I always say one size fits none, then talk to me. Let's work out what your business actually needs, and I'll put together something that actually does fit your requirements. So please do get in touch. It's catherine.rogers@facetofacehr.com, or please do give me a call. My number's on my profile. Thanks very much. Bye.